I'm trying to fucking get it to work now. I am on a
Alright.
different browser and on a different computer than usual, so it is giving me some grief. Let's see.
Good grief.
All right, that'll help. Okay. So. Oh, come the fuck on. Why can I not resize these windows? Dimension 20. Dimension 20, roll 20. Dimension 20 is the thing I like. Okay, fuck it. I guess my notes get to be tiny. So. Thank you everybody for joining us. I know we missed last week. Frank, looks like you have internet again. That's good.
Right.
And a new place, new background.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is it a new webcam? You look much sharper than usual.
I think it's just the lighting in the room.
Fair enough.
Now, so.
All right. Well, I think perhaps given that some of this might be...
Is the mic rubbing against your beard, Frank?
Oh, you are... I don't know if it's like... Mike said it might be touching your beard. That's actually kind of what it sounds like, but...
That's probably just one of the connections are loose.
Yeah, the connection
Yeah.
might be loose on something.
Weird.
I try to unplug the modules. See
Sounds
if that
better.
helps.
Sounds better now.
Hopefully it stays. But let me just dive back into a quick recap. So last session, you scouted ahead, both in terms of planning and then actually approaching the winery. You determined that the area in these surroundings is in fact patrolled by a number of these strange druids, as well as all of their plant minions. Though the area outside is crawling, and crawling I do mean as in hundreds, with these small blight creatures, it seems there aren't that many of the druids, and the blights themselves largely are blanketing the the grapevines themselves, sort of burrowing in almost parasitically into the fields. Through some careful breaking of the patterns and plotting, you were able to kill off one of the patrols and make your way to the winery unseen. However, you are on something of a timetable, as within about 20 minutes or so, you notice that the patrols would be due to rotate. So hardly going to be time for a short rest, I'm afraid, at any point here. However, when you snuck up to the winery, you were able to, though not directly get the drop on, kill before he could make any proper noise, a particularly crazy looking druid up in the ceiling of this loading bay you find yourselves in. He was screaming something in Druidic to Ayakobachi about having the vampire's staff, and that you would all bow to him. Well, you've got that staff now. Some sort of horrible, spongy black wood that bleeds if you squeeze it too hard. And as a quick recap of the description of the winery itself, situated in the midst of the vineyard, the winery is an old two-story stone building with multiple entrances, thick ivy covering every wall, and iron fencing along its roofline. The trail ends at an open loading dock on the ground floor, where you find yourselves now. A wooden stable of more recent construction is attached to the east side of the winery next to the loading dock. West of here is a crumbling well and a wooden outhouse. And yes, as you have found yourself here in this sort of enclosed area, you don't think you made particularly much noise, and as you listen, While you can hear mumbling and muttering and certainly scratching of little tiny feet patrolling across floors elsewhere in the building, none of it seems to be running for your position. So for now, you remain undetected.
When we were watching the patrols the prior night, did the blights go inside with the druids per rotation?
Not that you saw, but you did see blights come out of the winery. They're not seemingly being birthed in the fields.
Well, Yakubachi will take that staff all wrapped up and stash it away for later, and kind of just use hand motions to be like, and try to get the group to just maybe sneak along with them.
Of course.
Nice.
And you are all still stealthing, but after that combat, I would like another stealth check, please. I will also remind you, since I think it's out of your field of view at the moment, there is another entrance, if for any reason you so desired, right up here, just to the left of where you guys are. I think it's out of all of your field of view at the moment. And yes, I believe you do. Oh, damn, Mayokobachi. Although, are you actually advantaged?
I'm not. No, that's 22.
Okay, still 22 is incredible. 33 is practically invisible. You guys are still under Pass Without Trace, correct? You never
Yes.
dropped concentration, so Narlag is actually a 27. Okay. Urfir, you wanna clank your way in here?
Wang.
Sneakier than me.
Still 23. Almir with the young 31 though. Okay. 23 is the low roll there. Or 22 is a low roll, I'm sorry. You are still very quiet here. Yes, ahead of you are two doors, one of which hangs slightly open. And ahead of you there, you can see a narrow stone hallway and just the beginnings of a ramp that spirals down. As well as another door slightly ajar to the west.
Okay, so based on my notes, it says that the south entrance is the hardest to get, but it's closest to the
The field.
downstairs. Oh, the field.
Yeah, also that.
Okay. So I'm thinking, I don't want to go first, but I'm definitely thinking over here or over here somewhere. Probably should check that out.
And we were told the wine is stored in the cellar, right?
Right.
The wine that is ready to be shipped, yes.
Yeah. The wine we're supposed to protect at all costs.
And I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that we were going to the cellar to either find out what they're doing with these seeds or if the seeds are still there. One of the two. That's why I
Well,
thought
the seeds are supposed to be in the ground, right? They fertilize the fields.
They were dug up, is what it
Or
sounded
that,
like,
yeah, that
based
was
on
our assumption.
their story. Well, there was at least tell of the druids digging in 3 different spots over the last month or so.
More than I don't think we had a reason to believe they were necessarily in the cellar. Although, were I to be making blights, maybe the cellar is where I would do that.
yeah, find the magic seeds or where they've been taken. I just assumed the seller was going to give us that information because they kept making it, kept mentioning it when describing us this place.
Yeah, I mean, either way, they did describe that the central section of the building is like large fermentation vats. Basically, where the newest wine would be, what is waiting to be actually like
Yeah, central
barreled
stretch
up.
where they load the carts, 2 stories crane. North has
Mhm.
less easy to be subtle, but is a barrel shop. The west is the distilling tanks, and the south is the hardest to get to, the quickest way to the basement or to the
And
fields.
you guys did get a glimpse on the way in. This is like a collapsed addition to the building that had the big meshing tanks in it as well, where they would crush the grapes. So that kind of whole corner of the building is open.
Rupier
But
would tap Yakobachi on the shoulder and gesture for Yakobachi to take point and Urvir to take the rear.
okay,
Our stealthiest, perceptioniest boy can go first.
Yes, and I will point out, just since you guys seem to be using hand gestures and stuff, the ambient noise of this place is not silent. There is clearly a lot of occupation in this building, but that background level of sound actually means like putting your heads together and whispering quietly is very unlikely to be overheard through stone walls like you see here. I wouldn't have a conversation in front of a door, but like if you guys are kind of in the corner of a room away from anything, don't be afraid to speak. Just be aware you'd have to be whispering.
Watch our rear. I'm too heavy for floor creaks.
Although I appreciate your comment, I am as sneaky as the spider and as perceptive as the wolf, but I believe Raumir is actually a little bit more of a better hunter in those categories than I am.
All right. Kind of pushing the rogue to the front.
At least
Come
for the
on, Mr.
peeking
Rogue.
part.
I'm sneaky.
Go
but
find
not-
traps.
I'm sneaky, but I'm not that perceptive.
That's fair.
Yeah. You see, I'm a little perceptive and you're a little sneaky. We'll work together.
I think Ralmir's a little more investigative, if I recall correctly.
Yes. I can
All right.
investigate.
Oh man, Narlug was pretty sneaky in that last check.
Right? It's the sneakiest 6'5" man I've ever seen.
I'm pretty perceptive. I can go first. I'm still moderately sneaky.
Fair enough. All right, so yeah, Akabachi, we're looking at a 22 here. Yeah. Okay, so you sneak forward. To your right, that door is closed. But dead ahead of you, like I said, this is a narrow stone hall, and you can hear a decent amount of both like bubbling of liquid and also like this weird rasping, creaking sound, like twigs rubbing against each other from this door to your right, map left. And up ahead is that ramp that leads down. The turret ahead of you has a sloping wooden floor that spirals from the cellar to the upper levels where you currently stand. Even from here, you can see that scratch marks suggest that barrels are rolled up and down the ramp on a routine basis. And also, you notice, since you are a druid, and I feel like you'd be attuned to these things, I'm not even going to make you roll, there is a cool breeze blowing up from the basement. And normally one would expect cooler underground, but even colder than that.
Yeah, I'll whisper that behind me to anybody who might be close enough and just let them know how unnatural that breeze feels. It's an unnatural breeze. Unnaturally breezy.
Easy breezy.
Breezy, but perhaps not easy.
I'll take a step forward. I really just want to kind of peek around this corner and see if I can see
Okay.
anything.
Take a quick glance. All right. So, the room in there is fairly complicated. I'm going to read you, it's a long description,
Mhm.
but the rich smell of fermenting wine fills this large two-story chamber, which is dominated by 4 enormous wooden casks. Go ahead and step yourself into the doorway so you can like actually see a little bit. Each one is 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall. A wooden staircase in the center of the room climbs to a 10-foot high wooden balcony that clings to the south wall. And there are 4 windows set into the balcony level walls. Stacked against the wall underneath the balcony are old, empty-looking barrels with the Wizard of Wines burned into their sides. The balcony climbs another 5 feet as it continues along the west and east walls, ending at doors leading to the winery's upper level. Underneath these side balconies are several doors, some of which hang open, like the one you are currently peeking through. Beneath the sloping roof stretch thick rafters upon which scores of ravens have quietly gathered. They watch you, even as you sneak so subtly, with great interest.
Let's see. And where are they located at? Up like the Raptors up here, probably, on the other side
Like
of the room.
up all
All
throughout
over
the
the place.
center of the room. But they don't seem to be the source of the chittering and scraping noise you hear from within this room. They are all alive, you can see small movements, but they are nearly stock still. And really, the only motion you see is dozens of eyes turning to spot you as you duck into the doorway.
Okay. Let's see. If I could I? Is there a is there a crow or excuse me a raven close enough for me to communicate with without having to yell with speech?
They're all about 10 feet away. You could maybe try. I mean, you certainly have their attention. If you're trying to get one close, you could try gesturing, but I think they're all like you wouldn't have to yell, but you'd have to raise your voice above a whisper for sure.
Okay. I'll definitely gesture something to not even have it like fly in my hand or anything. Just fly, just get near me
Closer.
so I can just talk to you.
Okay. Let me see if I can pull a token real quick for one. They are. That way we'll just have them easier to represent. Raven. Come on, roll 20. Why are your searches not working? Okay. So you kind of like, and you see actually, there's a moment where almost human-like. You can see a couple of them give each other like a side eye, and there's like a wobbling of a head, like yes, no, and they seem to come to an agreement. And one of them kind of swoops down a little bit from the rafters and sort of lands on the edge of this little vat and kind of carefully walks its way and hops down.
And I'll
Just in a
definitely.
couple little jumps, will come to about here.
And I understand the intelligence of this creature, so I'll put my hands up a little bit, and I'll say, Corvus Corvix, you are not the goal of my hunt today. What happened? Where's everyone from? Why are all these doors open? What happened here?
I don't know how to describe what this raven is currently doing beyond you can kind of sense it making an insight check here. It looks you up and down, it studies your gear, it kind of tries to peek around you to the hallway. And while it could speak, it probably can't do so quietly, but it kind of gestures to this near vat and slowly shakes its head. And then it gestures down into the corner where that ramp is, like, and then also slowly shakes its head.
Thank you. I'll take
And
out.
it does offer you a very, again, not a particularly bird reaction, a slow nod, a little dip of its beak.
Heck yeah. I found something. God damn it! I didn't write it down. I found something with my herbalism kit that would like numb pain. It was like a flower, like a
Yes,
plant.
willow bark.
I'm gonna leave it with maybe some rations, just kind of maybe on this little thing right here. Maybe kind of hide it away. Raven, they're smart. They're not gonna be able to lose it. I'm gonna put it in a place that's not obvious, so it doesn't look like we've been here. But I'm gonna say to
Okay.
him, "Thank you." And if those things come back, would you please and your friends just start crowing?
And it once again, it nods, but it looks again at that barrel, and this time with more of like an insistent, hey, pay attention to that, and just kind of like gives you a side eye, like, careful.
And I'll take his advice, and definitely if Raumer is behind me, I'll be like, he's my friend too. And I'll just kind of take a look at this without really touching it and maybe seeing what's going on. I mean, obviously it looks empty, but it also looks like it might be a little damaged based on the picture in there. So I'll check it out and see what's going on with this barrel. And Raul, if you want to help me too, yeah. If you want to do a roll too or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I talk to ravens, dude.
Does the skittering get louder as he approaches?
Yes.
Bro could not have made this more clear.
So as you step up closer, I would like perception or investigation, your guys' choice.
Yeah, I'm doing an investigation roll on the barrel.
Oh, ignore that 10. It's a 3 or 9.
It's a 9. Oh, boys. Okay. Um, let's see. hang on. I'm debating how this interacts because that's a very low perception. Frank, what is your passive perception?
Passive is 11.
Yeah, quick roll here.
So mine's
All right.
16.
Lucky, lucky. Yes, but you are making an active perception check
Oh,
at the
okay.
same time that is
Okay.
lower than that.
Okay.
Okay. Couple things happen at once here. First of all, you do look closer, both of you, and I'm afraid that's not really necessarily enough to give you any information right off the bat, but I will give you a further description of the barrel. There are a number of large cracks in this, and when I say large cracks, I mean like a solid, like this big of a hole that kind of then grows narrower and sort of, scattered around the base of this. And as you lean closer, it's definitely like a hive of activity inside this barrel. That scraping and kind of crunching of twigs against each other is loudest the closer you get. And as you two are both focused on this, the balcony above you creaks over in this corner, drawing your eye to another wild-looking figure hunched over the westernmost cask, pouring a flask of thick, syrupy liquid into the top of it. She wears a gown made of animal skins and a headdress with goat horns, and her hair is long and unkempt. And suddenly, you notice something skittering across the floor. It's one of these tiny twig blights. Moves from its hiding place under the stairs and disappears into the cask in front of you. Fortunately, it does not appear that either notice you.
Oh, okay. I completely misunderstood the situation. I
Bro gave you 2 instructions,
Well, no,
and you
because
immediately
I
disregarded
guess I
one.
didn't. I guess I didn't say it when I said it because like when I was peeking in, I was specifically
She's
peeking
up
in for like
before, but
for like things and people, like something to see. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't have stepped in if I would have seen anything.
oh, I see.
You know what I mean? I just thought there were crows in an empty room, so I thought, cool.
Well, so she's moving, and as you were talking to her, she's above where you can see. She was up on the balcony, where
Okay.
literally she was like above you and
Okay.
slowly moving over that way.
I'll,
And
I'll
so
be
it
I'll be
looked
more
like the room was clear.
I'll be more specific next time.
But like I said, she has not seen you.
Okay. Well, I'm still just gonna thank you, Raven. Hopefully, you'll help me out when the time is right, and just kind of get out of there with it. Just kind of say that, think that in my head.
Okay. So again, to describe what happened there, she was up on the balcony dumping something into one of the open vats.
Okay.
The small twig blight skittered across the floor from under the stairs and jumped into the barrel you were investigating through another crack.
Okay, I'll go relay that information to the group and just let them know that I think that they're moving the wine from one place to somewhere in the basement for some reason, and these crows are not happy about it either. So.
You poured something
It's a
into the
little-
cask.
Yes, poured something into it from a flask, some sort of thick, syrupy liquid.
Sounds nasty.
Indeed. And also, again, these vats are like hundreds of gallons. They're 8 feet wide and 12 feet high. So these are dozens of barrels worth of wine.
Well, there's
We gonna head down?
definitely something to do with the wine, and the ravens were pointing down to the basement too. So.
Mm-hmm.
How would purify food and drink work on a liquid that is theoretically poison?
It would purify it if it was food or drink.
If I purify wine that's been poisoned, is it still wine? Or did I
Yes.
make it water?
No, you make it wine.
It's poisoned by consent, so it's different.
Yes. It's tasty.
Very nice of alcohol to.
It is literally a poison. You are correct. But purified food and drink does not render alcohol non-alcoholic. I think the gods, almighty controllers of the system, recognize that the people do need to get crunk after all.
I am down with going straight to the basement, but I think there's probably a good amount of things in there that's in. I don't know if we'd be able to, John Wick them the way we did the last few. So, or excuse me, Agent 42 them the way we did the last two.
47.
I tried. I tried.
You did. You were close. To be fair, you were close.
I didn't play the game.
Which does beg the question, are you better off dealing with that now rather than having it come upstairs after you?
I was gonna
Right.
say, does anyone have like a stick?
Ambush them or get ambushed.
Yeah, I could like lock that door
Well,
maybe.
We do have this nice little corridor here, but we also don't know what's to our
Down there.
left and above us.
Yeah. And below us.
Got a slight glimpse of what's above.
Well, at least below us, presumably they have to filter in
Well,
through this very narrow
ramp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is actually a good thing. I can become a spider and try to go and the classic what I like to call the coffin owner shop technique and just try to take them out.
But if reinforcements come, we don't know what's going to be coming from the rest of the house.
You want to kind
Or
of
the
scout
rest
it
of
out before we go down there?
Might not
Yeah,
be a
what-
bad idea.
Yeah, a tight spiral staircase does make for a fairly easy, constant thing to hide behind. if
You know
somebody
what's
wanted to
really
take a look.
fucking awesome for a narrow hallway that people can't walk past?
Spears?
Handfuls of caltrops.
That too.
I
Or
have
ball bearings.
I have an idea.
One, you know.
I'm gonna cast. Well, I don't think it has concentration. I'm gonna cast Find Familiar and summon Webward Webbington.
Okay.
And I am going to be like, if you guys can just watch me for a second. And I'm just gonna stand and like take a sit, like just get in my like my eyes glow, and I'm gonna start walking around the building, within 30 feet of Yakobachi at all times, as Webward Webbington, and try to figure out who's in this place, what's around, how many enemies in this house.
Okay. And
What is
just
it?
for clarification, you are using you're burning a use of your wild shape to cast Find Familiar?
Exactly.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
key.
God,
Yeah, it's
that's
long.
a lot of text.
Yeah. No, I am playing a druid with that ability right now, but I was just making sure you didn't have it some other way. Okay, so he's temporary. It's technically a spirit, not a entirely. I know he can be interacted with, but he's not like a actual animal. He's something that takes that shape. Okay. Please drop yourself a token so that I can keep an idea of where this critter is. Oh yeah, there he is. Oh my god, he's so tiny. And then give me a stealth roll for Mr. Webward.
Okay, can that help with the stealth roll?
It's like, shh, be really quiet,
Mechanically, yes, but I'm not sure how that works out.
right?
You throw him so his little
Maybe,
tippy taps
okay.
make any
Like
noise.
Ralmir could reach down and help Webward up, and like put him like right at the top of the door, so he can just crawl in straight to the ceiling instead of having to crawl on the bottom and potentially be stepped on or something.
Sure.
That's a huge help.
Gives him a
Ralmir
flick
takes
across
out
the
his
room.
finest paintbrush and paints little camera on the spider.
Yeah,
Boom.
levitate on the spider.
That's a
using his
15
Wow.
with the +10 from Pass Without Trace.
Oh,
But with the help action, it is actually a
Oh,
34.
Jesus. Thanks for that. He hit me up there. I was going to get stepped on.
Truly the duality of dice there. A 1 and a
Right.
20.
Right? Look at that. I didn't even see that.
Okay, so Webward vanishes from existence. Where would you like to send him?
I guess the door was right here. That's what I was imagining in my brain. Was there somewhere else that I was just going to go right here.
Okay,
Through that door?
that door actually leads to the same room. So
Okay. Well, then Webward will just crawl his way and go check out these other rooms. We kind of know what's in this
Okay.
room.
so you can look through his eyes as long as he's within 30 feet. That's what it is.
It's 100 feet, but I want to keep it
100
within
feet.
30
Oh, yeah.
feet for the stealth.
Got it. Okay. That is W4. So he finds himself in front of a double door there. It's an interior door and not particularly secure, so there's a little like space at the bottom he can skitter under. And you find boop, Rows of new barrels fill this room. A narrow stone staircase spirals upward in the southwest corner. But you can see these barrels are freshly charred on the inside and have not been capped or made to actually hold anything.
Okay. And I guess we'll do a quick search over here in this one. Oop,
Okay.
I didn't mean to drop in there, but yeah, I was gonna.
No, that's fine. I don't have restrict movement on right now. Okay. This appears to be a barrel maker's workshop.
We got a lot of going on,
Frank,
Frank.
help.
A workshop.
Yes. Strips of iron and wood lie in neat piles on the floor of this workshop, the walls of which are lined with tools. 2 work tables stand against the eastern wall. There are signs that this room was hastily abandoned, and it does not seem to have been recently occupied.
Cool. Not recently occupied. Good to know. And then I don't really want to get too sneaky.
She
But
has
I do-
actually moved again,
I
so
do-
she's
I
no
do
longer
wanna-
on that spot.
I do. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna risk it. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Let's go check out what she's doing. Let's get a closer look at what she's going on.
Okay, so she's gonna climb up.
Like just to get a better view, so I'm not like, because right now I'm probably like, you know what I mean. I want to get like parallel maybe, and just see like what she's working on. Maybe I can tell from my druid ancestry or something what type of ridiculous what their concoction is.
Okay, so if he skitters up the wall to where he can see here, you're gonna need to look at the top third of the map.
Okay.
Currently, she has her focus in one hand, and as you watch, she holds it over the rightmost vat, the one that seemed to have a bunch of noise coming from it, and she withdraws first a like obsidian, just like a chunk of stone dagger from inside like the animal skins that she's wearing, and she mutters an incantation kind of under her breath, and she cuts her palm, and then her holy symbol, it's really an unholy symbol, but is coated in her blood and begins to drip down into the vat, and you see her reach for a second thing, which is another bundle of like twigs vaguely in the shape of a small humanoid figure, which she drips the blood onto, and after a few moments it starts to squeal and squirm and seems to come to life, and she drops it into the vat, at which point another round of like chittering and scraping and rattling comes, and then quickly quiets back down.
And then when Webward looks down, does he ever like? I don't want to spend more than maybe 2 minutes doing this entire thing, but does he like see kind of what Yakobati saw, where like after a while another one climbs out of the hole and it runs to a specific location, somewhere specific?
No, it seems like it's actually staying in the barrel.
It's just okay. They're just racking them up. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm calling a lot of shots right now, fellas. I don't know. Should I just keep going? Should I? I mean, I guess Yagobachi himself, he wouldn't want to risk it. So I think eventually the spider's gonna come back and do the last one, which would be checking out the basement,
The ramp.
seeing what's
Okay.
down there. Like,
We also
going
don't
back-
see any of this, just so you are aware.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you'll
I
have
know.
to convince
I will explain it to you, but I'm calling a lot of
Yeah.
shots.
So, he climbs
This is
down the
totally your
ramp.
show. You are best equipped for
Whoops.
this. I would just want to
I'm just making
warn
him
you.
bigger so I can see him.
That's fine.
I know he's small, but
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
keep losing him. So, tiny spider stuck to the wall, 34 stealth roll, nothing sees him. But as he comes down around the, kind of curve to this area, I'll give you the description. Wooden pillars and beams support the 10-foot high ceiling of this ice-cold cellar, which is split in two by a 5-foot thick brick wall. You can see a second section of it over here. A thin mist covers the floor here. Each half of the cellar appears to feature an 8-foot tall wooden partition that doubles as a wine rack. I'm not going to give the line about the western rack, you can't see it. The eastern one appears to be half full of wine bottles. And down here you can see several of the slightly more durable looking blights, the ones that seem to spit spines.
Mm-hmm.
You count 5 at the moment. as well as one druid who is going through the wine rack, pulling bottles out, looking at them, putting them back, and every so often she finds one and she snarls and she smashes it on the ground.
Bitch.
Right? Webward's gonna walk across. I think I already see what I want to know, but I do want to know if there's anybody else down here, and then I know exactly what I'm gonna do. He's gonna walk his way over here, across the
Okay.
ceiling, and just try to quietly just see if there's any other creatures, and also get a view of like the other corners. Just try to get an eye of what's down here, as far
Fair
as
enough.
enemy wise.
The
Believe it was
western
okay. So
rack
it's 5.
stands
Okay.
fully empty, and there appears to be nothing over here, nothing alive anyway. While it's not shown on the map, the floor here is totally covered in smashed glass and drying wine.
Perfect. And I think I know exactly where this is gonna lead. So Webward is gonna make his way over here and go up this way.
Okay. And you would be correct.
Perfect. Webward, I'm going to have him stay right there, and I'm going to come back as Yakobachi, and I'm going to fill them in on the information that I've just discovered, is that there's about 5 of those larger twite creatures, or blight creatures that we fought, not the small ones, with a druid down there who's disrespecting the wine, which I know you wouldn't like, Narlug. I thought of you right away. And
Yeah.
then there's
This person
also
needs to die.
the
That's crimes
next
against humanity.
The next room over to us doesn't have anything in it. It's pretty abandoned, and it has a stairway leading up. This room here, I think what the crows were trying to tell me, but I couldn't quite figure out, is that they're like breeding twig blights, the tiny ones, in that last cellar that me and you saw around here. So I think if we take out that druid, she'll stop making those blights. Maybe take out the blights while they're all stuck in that barrel trying to get birthed, and then on the opposite side of the winery, there's a staircase that leads down, which will give us like a back position to try to maybe hunt the druid and those spine guys, and get the wine that's down there, because there's quite a bit left that's like looks pretty good.
I mean, I got some. Because there's cracks in that barrel too. I got oil too. We could burn them from the inside.
I mean,
Yeah.
as long as
I
it's
got a
like
big old fireball.
as long as it's like a controlled fire, because I mean, I'm sure there's some usable wine in here that we could probably get. But this last one over here, we could probably just
Yeah,
pour it on there and light a match, maybe a little firebolt.
Think you're muted,
Fine.
Mike.
I was. If they don't break out right away, I mean, we don't know if they need like a command word or if they're just like, oh, hostile, trying to break out of this shit.
If I had to
Yeah.
guess, they're definitely in like a very young baby stage. I don't think they're. I mean, they were baby-like when we saw them, but they looked pretty newborn at least. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Spirit Guardians doesn't say I need to be able to see my target.
That is true. You need line
And
of
I don't know
effect, but
how
not
many
line of
are in
sight.
that cast, or how many are in that can fit in a cask, but that could potentially be big damage just for me walking up to it.
yeah,
I mean, they're twigs, so they could probably stack a whole bunch of them in there.
It's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, there's space in there for dozens of them.
dozens.
Because
Well,
they are, for the record, like house cat sized
I
at
didn't.
most.
I didn't really get a chance to check these other 2 rooms. I can go check them really quick if you guys want me to before we actually.
You got to
commit.
glance at that one on the way in. That is the outside, like grape smashing
Area.
area.
But as
In
far as
fact,
like seeing baddies, I didn't see if there's anybody in there.
it did seem pretty. You didn't see any like druids when you were running past that area, but just so you guys all have that revealed on the map, go ahead and drop yourselves like right here so you can see it. Please, not too far above that, but that'll fill in your map. So, yeah, perfect.
A spider.
So that was visible from outside.
Oh, this doesn't keep the fog, because now where we just were is black for me.
Oh, it's not showing explored. I apologize.
It's always been
Yeah.
wonky for me. It's why I never used it.
Let me try and fix that real quick. Wizard of Wines. Dynamic lighting. There we go. How about now?
Where should I move my token back?
Back to where you were.
Oh, there we are. Yep. All right.
Yeah,
now
it
it's
works
working.
now. Yeah, I just did it with the
Okay.
spider.
Like All right, cool.
I saw those rooms, so I'll do that. And I saw this room. So yeah, I basically saw most of the whole thing.
Somebody
Yeah.
towed into the top. It doesn't really matter. You can see the outside of the building, but not inside, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, I'm so zoomed in. I'm only looking at what's like right here in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm down with that. If anyone's got any suggestions, please. We don't have a lot of time. I mean, I'm sure it's been like 3 or 4 minutes.
Mm,
I'm down with going straight down and just bombing the big boys.
There's a lot of good
Yeah.
wine down there, though, Narlug, and I don't want to just blow it all up.
Well, not blowing them up with fire, but you know.
And I like
I
that,
say we
but I feel like the
start.
way around the other side is just a better tactic. If we can go to the other staircase, opposite of this one, that one is a lot better as far as sneaking up on them. Instead of if we walk down there, they're standing right there staring at the door, and they might just get the jump on us.
That's true. You would have to make a jaunt across this big room, but the balcony does cover that south wall.
My thought was that because this is the ramp that goes down to the cellar that he's talking about, right?
Correct. And
I
directly
thought
down
was
there
we
are 5 the big twigs and 1 druid.
start combat, goal out here. Hopefully, we can have a big surprise round, and then as they're coming up to check out the sound, we've got our choke point set up right here.
Oh, I love it.
I could stand in the choke point and catch that close cask in my Spirit Guardians too.
I love it. How would you suggest we get it like a distraction to get him up here?
Kill that bitch.
The druid in the over here.
Yeah, go loud. Maybe you kill her in a surprise round. If so, great. Then you just clang, clang, clang. Or then I cast Spirit Guardians and all these little fuckers start making noise.
I like it. I like this side of you, River.
I
Let the hunt begin.
like how exasperated that sounded. Let the hunt begin. Okay, so please position yourselves as you would like. Again, you know that the druid seems to be patrolling back and forth, east to west, on that upper level. So you're either going to need to step out to be visible or kind of catch her at a time when she's at either end. So maybe you have a moment to kind of be wherever you want underneath the protection of the balcony there.
Okay.
Catch the whole cask. This is where I have to be.
Okay. I'm gonna just sneak my way and try to get in position to be in the underneath the like right here or something, just to get out of the way.
Okay.
And the idea is that I probably will end up becoming a spider and sneaking my way up there. I think that's gonna be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, is this
Fair
like
enough.
more of like a? Am I more like in like a dark corner where I'm like
Yeah,
still like hidden?
probably. You're sort of positioned to where anything on this side of the balcony makes you impossible to see, but you would be visible to anybody up there, although currently you do not see her in that corner. If that makes any sense.
So I'd still like be blocked from
I roll 20s. Fuck
vision.
no.
I'll probably be hidden here than I would imagine.
Ayakobachi, I see 3 different spiders, though
Yeah,
he
my
disconnected.
my roll 20 was going crazy.
Okay.
I mean, I'm cool with 3 spiders.
I'm
Yep,
sorry, you don't
we'll
get
have you
to
guys
clone your druid for free.
Right? Okay.
take
where
a
are we?
surprise round on the druid and hopefully kill her.
So I
And
just can't
I'll
see through
stay
it anymore.
put. You guys know exactly what I'll do. No blast this combat.
I don't know why. I used to be able to see through it. Let me just drop Yakubachi back. There it is.
I think I just have to not open character.
I used to be able to move them too.
Has vision.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm in charge of it anymore. I think it just says that I can like look at the thing. I can't like I'm not in like.
Details, giant wolf spider controlled by. Weird.
Does it say exactly? It says me.
No, it doesn't, which is the strange thing. It says represents character giant wolf spider.
And then it says like
But
in
if I
journal
change
for
that,
Zach, but not in control of and edited by.
no, it actually doesn't. They just say giant wolf spider.
Hmm.
Try dropping one more.
Nope, can't move it.
Yeah, it's like a monster. It's like a full ass monster token.
Yeah, I made all of these. Yeah. Let me see.
Okay. Player permissions. You should have edit permissions.
Yeah, well now I am gonna check it out. 'Cause bam.
If I open
Yeah,
character
edit and
sheet.
control by. I don't understand. That's weird.
Edit. What if I do this? How about now?
I'll give it a shot.
Oh, you reloaded?
Yeah. Yep, that's good.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay here because I don't know. Perfect. Yep, and then I'll just eventually sneak up there and try to get the jump on her. I'll wait
Okay.
for everyone else to do, like, kind of give the signal, if you will.
Fair enough. Narlug, would you like to be closer, or are you fine where you are just until shit
I'm
goes
fine
live?
where I'm at because I can open this door and get line of sight on this corner if I have to.
Okay. Fair enough. So a few moments pass here, as you all kind of ready yourselves. And eventually, and again, she's up above, but I'm just going to drag her onto the map. She moves to a spot where I guess you're underneath the Zaki. You're
Right,
like,
crawled up the thing, and now I'm just like stuck on the
okay.
exactly the bottom. You said it
So
was a not a
yeah, it's like a
loft,
balcony.
balcony. Thank you.
You would feel her move past you, and then she would become visible to Ralmir up above. She's 10 feet up, just so you know. And she is continuing to move further west at a very slow pace. You can see her just kind of like looking out over the room below, and would stop and fiddle with another vial that she seems to be ready to pour into this vat.
Okay. I am going to kind of just wait until she has her back turned, she's walking, and then I'm gonna crawl up, try to get on the ceiling and hide up there, and try to wait until I can get right above her.
Okay.
Like maybe like
I mean, her
here.
attention seems to be turned towards the vat, so like you're good to slip up there. I'm gonna move you up above.
Cool.
Then, which gets confusing because I
That's
need to
okay.
duplicate her
I
as
can.
well.
I
But
can. I kind of
you
got
can
it in
figure it
my
out.
head. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I can see it's
All right.
3 squares in
Oh,
front of me, so technically
Yeah, she's
Yakobachi.
just-
And to give you guys perspective, that's Yakobachi up there.
Oh, that's smart.
So that's the, and then I'll be up there doing my thing. That's the exact
I
location I'm
actually
at. So
am gonna do this for her then, just to make it easier for everybody.
cool.
I rolled 20
And
for a second.
yeah, that I'll just wait until she's underneath or close to me, and then I'll just pounce on her with a little sneaky drop spider attack from the sky. I do want to
Okay.
get in a position where like Ralmir can see it though, so I'm definitely gonna do it like here or like wherever he
Yeah,
got the line of sight first.
So that's about where he can see her,
Okay.
is where she is now.
Okay.
So, you get the feeling that she doesn't notice you as
Yeah.
you slink along the ceiling.
Then I'm gonna definitely just get right above her and then just drop right on top of her with some spider sneaky attackage and try to just.
So
Okay.
since she's only like I could get up there like pretty easily, right?
I mean, you
How-
are
how
a
would-
fantasy rogue. You'd probably have to like kick off of something to jump up to the like actual balcony above you. Like maybe that wall.
Okay, I was wondering if I needed to do like an action to like get up there.
He said it was
Otherwise,
10
it's
feet.
It's
45
just movement,
feet
but I
to
would
run.
probably
Yeah.
request either acrobatics or athletics, or yeah, you can just like straight up sprint through the room and up the stairs to where she is. That staircase connects to the balcony up above.
Do you get bonus action dash as base rogue, or is that thief only?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
I could
Steve
I
gets
could just dash then.
sleight of hand and something else.
Yeah, like once you see me in the position, I do my little
Use an
finger
item.
signs. Like I think yes was 2. I'm gonna just do the 2, and then I'm just gonna drop down, and then you can start sprinting.
Yeah. Okay, so you're just gonna run up to her as soon as that attack goes off, then?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the plan.
Whoops, I meant to roll initiative for her. Okay, everybody please roll for initiative. And we'll handle surprise rounds disregarding her.
What?
Remember to
I
select
think it's the
yourself before you
exact
do
same.
that, Mike.
So.
Oh shit.
I'll fix it, but
4.
4.
We're on edge.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're all a little bit jittery, I suppose. So, first, I am just going to move you up, Rolmir. You're in the top third of the map now. And just to make it easier for everybody else, we'll also map him there. And I'm going to mark fake Rolmir. With he is just flagging location. Okay. Ayakabachi, please give me your attack roll as you spring from the ceiling onto this unsuspecting wild woman. And I will give you the advantage there.
11.
Because you are jumping out from stealth, but I'm afraid that's almost certainly not going to be enough. Let me double check. Holy shit, it is. Armor class 11 when not pre-buffed. So yeah, you jump off the ceiling and bite her.
And that's a
DC 11 Constitution
yeah.
saving throw. I'm afraid she does make the save, but she takes damage. So she took the 3 piercing and then half as much poison, so she'll take 8 total.
And then I'll just plop to the ground next to her and do a spider hiss and just be right next for my boy Romir.
I don't love spiders that are big enough to hiss.
That was my first thought.
Right? Ralmir, you come tearing out of that corner you were kind of hiding in, up the stairs, kind of vaulting the last bit around the corner there, and go ahead and take your attack. Yeah, a 27 definitely hits. Go ahead and give me damage, please. With sneak attack, of course.
Okay.
17. All right. As you sprint up there and you stab her, she turns first to like where the spider was, which gives you a perfect opportunity to just like get her through the kidney. I'm afraid she does not quite go down, but you can tell she is like on her last legs. Very, very close to death. Anybody else have an action in the surprise round?
I was gonna hold my action for the
Yeah,
end
you're
of
holding
surprise
for
round.
the end of the surprise round to
Cast
Spirit Guardians. Okay. Gnarlig,
I can't
you can
see her.
hear shit's popping off, but you can't see her. You could use your action here to throw the door open at least. But that's
Yeah,
up to
might
you.
as well at this point.
Hey, you could walk up and go through the door past me, right?
That is also true. It's up to him. It's an object interaction. You can throw the door open and then take your turn.
If I go right here, I can see her.
Yes, you can.
I guess I'll do a good old Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Last one was definitely a toll.
Yeah.
Let's see, so where's it at?
I don't want to be an asshole, but I do think this, if Toll the Dead's an attack roll, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's a saving throw.
Save.
It's a save? Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. I was going to say, you might have to be at disadvantage there because you're shooting like through 4 things.
Right? Some
It's
cover.
a DC 14.
Wisdom saving throw DC 14. Rolling. That is an 8. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, you never edited on your shit? You can probably add it to your attacks if you want.
I tried finding it in there. I couldn't find it in the.
I'll
It
show you.
auto loaded.
I'll show you after. I'll show you after this. Yeah, it should
Woo!
auto load.
Big
Yeah,
roll.
there's a way to make it so that when the spell card pops up, you can just click to roll damage.
Yeah.
Not a big roll, and yet it is enough that she goes down.
Got to get the bad rolls out of the way, man. It's been a lot of bad rolls today.
She has 2 HP. So she slumps to the floor, and as she does so, there's a small amount of noise made from all of that. There is a uproarious chittering from here, but Ervir, go ahead and cast your spell. All right, it's a 15-foot radius, which, yes, will hit
Should
all of
cover
that.
casks, and it's 8 damage then on a succeeded save.
I see. DC 16, 8 on a success.
Yes.
Well, as Ervir
that's good damage.
focuses, what does your Spirit Guardians manifest as? It's a field around you with sort of faint.
It's supposed to be angelic, and
indications.
I'm kind of upset that it just locks that in as a good alignment.
No, it's whatever you so desire.
Then
Right?
I would much prefer it's like visage of like very similar to the clergy robes he's wearing, but instead of flesh, it's all bone.
Okay,
Like
So-
like Kellenvor Grim Reaper style,
sure.
with all wielding long swords.
Kellenvor Charon. Okay. And as you call these entities forth, you notice all of them just, I'm going to give you a flavor here because I'll get to it in a second, immediately point their swords at the barrel, and like a fucking, magician's trick where they're in the basket and the assistant just stabbing in the swords from all angles, like 12 of them simultaneously. As I'm not going to roll 36 wisdom saves because minimum
Fuck.
damage on the save is enough to kill them. The barrel is suddenly full of, well, Frank's been demonstrating a wood chipper sound, as basically all of them explode into fragments.
I also
But
designate
yes.
obviously our allies and all of the ravens as unaffected targets.
Okay. I figured that the allies was the case, and the ravens are on the ceiling, but the ravens are not affected?
Correct.
Okay. Yes. Ervir, 36 twig blights up in smoke.
I'm power farming.
Yeah.
Just
That
with
is
that key base, that would've been
concentration,
dope.
correct? For a minute?
It up to
10
minutes.
minutes. Jesus Christ.
It's about to get real.
Okay. This room is currently empty and was done so relatively quietly. You do need to speak for that spell. However, let me think. You are upstairs. We're in the hallway. You're still attempting to be stealthy. Leave it up to chance. Nope. All right. Shockingly, although actually, hold up.
It goes down
Something
15
die
feet.
below me.
It goes down 15 feet.
I'm not sure if it dies below you. Let me see. I need a save. It's a wisdom save. I need another wisdom save. And then let me measure here. Need another wisdom save.
This is the most value I'm gonna get out of any spell in my entire D&D career.
Seriously, you get like 47 creatures.
2 more things die on the floor below you. And
This
you
makes
hear
up for so many missed sacred flames.
right. Yeah, wait, let's see. 36 times, let's just give you the 16. Hang on, I need a calculator. So it'd be 38 times 16. Little 608 damage in one third level spell right
swoop.
there.
Boom.
Is it 600?
Yes, 608, which actually is 624
Holy fuck.
because the druid that did not die failed her save in the basement.
Right?
As you hear a shriek from down there and hurried movement. However, it does not sound like it's getting closer to you, Arvir. All right. She's down. Let me make one more roll. Okay. As we move into actual rounds, is the other druid crit on her initiative. Yes, Relmir.
So since she's dead, like right next to me, and she was, can I take that flask she was pouring everything in? I'm gonna snag that real quick.
So it's actually a couple of them. You would spot she has like a bandolier kind of hidden under her furs. There are 5 empty vials and 2 full vials. So you could just like cut that off and take that if you want.
Yeah, I'm just for right now,
Okay.
I'm just gonna put a bandolier of vials though and look through it later.
Sure.
Since we're in a little bit of a
Mhm.
pickle right now, so.
Putting that down. But yeah, like I said, you hear movement from down below Ervir. And we are at the top of the initiative order where a bunch of stuff that you can't see happens. One moment. Da, da, da. Active perception checks because it's so far. I'll give you the chance from actually just from Ervir. I think you're the only one that could possibly hear it. Okay, and followed up with an Arcana for me, please.
Wah.
Wah. Nope. You hear sort of warped speech that you identify as spellcasting, but you can't make out what it is. Coming from the basement. All right.
Do I have time to relay that to the team?
Yeah, you could yell it out. I mean, it's kind of wibbly woobly with that, but
Quick,
I'm not
they're
hard
casting in the basement.
on. Rolmir.
I guess since I took the vials, I guess I'll head back over where your beer's at since there's nothing else up here. Which, should I just move the token with the flag?
You can move your main one. I was just mirroring it because you're
Okay.
upstairs.
Yeah, just move down here so I could get a better view of if anything that comes over here.
Okay, so that'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So you got a dash to get there.
That's fine.
Okay. Sounds good. And since you're back on the main floor, I will just get rid of this extra. Then we are to Giant Wolf Spider.
I am going to. I think I know what I think I know exactly where they're going. I'm gonna dash and kick 80 feet to get to the stairway with
Go fast.
my
Webbington?
with Webward. Yeah, exactly. And then as I'm
Okay.
up on the second floor, do I see anything when I come through this area?
That is actually stairs up, by the way.
Oh, those go
on the
up.
sides.
Okay,
Yes,
okay, okay.
there's another
So I'll
door
be on
here.
the third floor.
It's like kind of a half floor. It's
Right,
only
right,
5
right.
feet up.
Okay.
So you're gonna wait at that door there?
Oh no, I was gonna. It's probably closed, correct?
Yes.
Let's see.
You could probably squeeze under it. What size category
He's
are you
medium.
right now?
He's not squeezing under anything.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I thought they were small.
Well, kind of ruins my plan. I wasn't paying attention to that door. Because over here, that bottom. Oh, fuck that. I got 50. I have 80 feet, so I'm just gonna climb down to the first floor and climb through the door that's wide
Absolutely.
open with Webward.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'll do.
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
No problem. Yeah. So go ahead and move yourself down.
And that would be so
until
like it was so like I'll be like right, and I'm gonna have Webward just riding me.
Okay.
And then
Right.
I'm gonna be on the ceiling because I have a very strong feeling there's gonna be a lot of dudes running up
Mhm.
this. And obviously, when Yakobachi does this too, he is gonna do it in a way where he might have a couple of fingers going towards Raumir and just letting him know that he's going. Like this is what he's thinking. He can't say it, but he's like
Mhm.
this away, the hunt, and I'll be on the ceiling like right here. I'm also going to be specifically because we fought these guys before. I'm going to be paying very close attention to any type of animal, specifically a bat, flying out of this
Okay.
den, and try to specifically be within like reaction, opportunity attack range of just like the wind,
Trying
something,
to
you know what I
pick one
mean, the
off.
windows or something like
Yeah.
that. I feel like I'm close
You're
enough. Right here.
watching for the animal messenger. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Ayakobachi, or not Ayakobachi, Ervir, the other I name.
I don't know where the fuck he just went, and I know there's shit in the basement, so I guess I'm gonna go to the basement.
Okay.
How many feet?
5, 10, 15, 20. 20 feet puts you here.
All right, let's see where am I now?
Down.
Let's see down here.
Yeah, lower third of the map.
Okay. And then those are alive things over there, correct?
On the left, yes. In front of you is a dead one.
All right, so it's 25 here.
Yes.
So then 30. Oh, dead thing over there. And then I will dash.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, shit. 30.
Okay.
Puts the
Uh,
left two in my Spirit Guardians.
or
What is it
the
only
right
on
two.
their turn?
It's only
is
on
when
their
a
turn.
creature starts their turn there or enters it for the first time.
Okay, so now they just entered there for the first
Wait,
time.
hang on. Let's see.
No, yeah, it doesn't go off on your turn. It goes
when
off on their
they
turn.
enter.
Right.
In general, if this helps you, just try to think of it like magic syntax. It's the same as for attack of opportunities. Persistent spells like that are not triggered on forced movement or forced proximity, meaning you're forcing the proximity by moving close to them. It triggers when they start. And that works to your benefit too. Like, for example, say there's an enemy Spirit Guardians, and Ayakobachi, before you get to act, Ervir decides he's going to hit you with Vine Whip or Thorn Whip to try and pull you out of it. You can actually be saved before you take the full Spirit Guardians.
Yeah.
Same thing. We've gotten very creative with me using Gust of Wind in our campaign. All right. We are on to Narlug, who currently does not see any obvious targets in this
No.
room, but you saw Ralmir run back into the hallway, and I believe you would have definitely seen a medium-sized spider, like something out of your nightmares, crawling over the railing and then under the ceiling into that door over there.
So yeah, I'm gonna think Narlik thinks he has to go to the basement. He's gonna go the quicker way though. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I'll use dash. 5. That puts me on the lower floor.
Okay, so that was, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 puts you here, which means you've got another 25 feet.
50, 55, 60. Bam, right here in front of this door.
Wait, 1, 2. If you want, you can be there, or actually you can move up to here. That's your full movement distance.
Yeah, we'll go there.
Okay.
And then I don't think I have any bonus actiony stuff, so I'm just gonna chill.
Okay. As
Darling's
a reminder to both you and to Ervir, just to point it out again, this room is fucking cold. Like, it's like you're in a freezer down here. And there is like kind of ankle-high mist all along the floor.
Franco.
Oakley doke. We are back up to
Maybe.
Druid turn.
Franco.
Start of her turn.
Yo, Frank, your mic.
Going wild.
It's going wild again. Okay.
If you just pulled on the cord, it's definitely a
cord.
severed.
Yeah.
It's definitely a wire in there that's fucked up.
Yeah, I'm probably ordering
Mike,
a
please
headset
give me
soon.
Spirit Guardians damage again.
I'm not seeing my thing going off on Discord unless I'm talking, so I think I'm good.
Yeah, you're good
Yeah,
right now.
you seem to be fine right now. 13. Oh, for fuck's sake. As they drop,
What do you mean, for fuck's sake? Let me have this.
I know. Let me have this. Let's see. What is their int? Not good. But they are ranged. I don't think he's gonna move any closer. 30, 60. Need to measure. Okay. Both of them are going to target you, Ervir, with you see like thorns grow rapidly on their hands and they kind of like flick them at you. One misses horribly, the other one also misses horribly, unless a 5 or a 9 hits you.
You do not.
And then both are going to retreat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Puts one of them there. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other right behind. Which I believe, if you so desire, Giant Wolf Spider will trigger your attack of opportunity. Or no, you're just.
I wasn't really hiding. I was just looking for that
No,
bird.
yeah, you're just waiting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So they seem to flee from you up the stairs. God damn it. For the record, the spell I cast in the interim was Barkskin, but when you don't attack me, it doesn't matter. And then
They don't happen to end above me, do they?
no, you wouldn't be so lucky.
Damn it. A man can dream.
It's rolling one more check. Okay. That's seemingly it for the moment, but Rolmir, yeah, I mean, we'll go to you just for another round, just to see what you guys want to do. But the druid is dead. Actually, wait, hang on. I should add them back on as 20. So we have these little fuckers left. Rolmir, I don't know if you see them.
I don't.
Because they're kind of like through a wall and down the stairs, but
Yeah. Well, that's where everyone's going, so that's where I'm gonna.
the basement.
10, 15.
So 25 puts you here, which is scroll down.
Oh shit, there's a
Oh.
Roman.
So
So that's 25 feet of movement there. You have 5 more,
Okay.
or if you want to dash, you can keep going.
30. Yeah, I'm just gonna dash. So 10, 15. That's pretty much as far as I could go. I don't see any little guys, so
Yeah, and I think you would probably also notice like both Ervir and Norlag are looking for targets and don't see anything. If you really wanted, you could be one further than Ervir, but you don't have to move that far. That is just your maximum movement.
gotcha.
Okay. Any bonus or I guess you already bonus actioned unless you actioned. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
I'm gonna hide. Like kind
Fair
of
enough.
like around like the corner, just keep
Sure.
profile. So
As Rolmir burrows into this druid's chest cavity like a tauntaun in the winter.
Yeah.
It's cold down here.
Okay. 24. Which is that still a 34?
I don't know. Here's how 30 feet is for me. If he's in at least the middle of the room, he gets it. But if he's not, I think it's 30 feet.
He's down at an angle, but he's also closer, so I think he okay. 34 stealth. Cool.
Wearing that druid like a t-shirt.
Yeah, he's in this square, but down a level.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Giant wolf spider.
I am gonna just willingly walk away. If he wants to, Webward will be with me. If he wants to attack me, he can.
I don't think they can. Let me double check. Oh, they are medium. The
Let's have a
question
melee
is,
attack.
yeah, and they have blind sight, so I think there's no question he would spot you moving. So the close one is going to take a swipe at you with his claws. I assume an 11 does not hit you.
The wolf spider has an 11. No, it's 13.
Oh, he does.
No, it's
I was
13.
going to
He has
say,
11
yeah,
HP.
dexterous little fuckers.
And then I will bonus action wild shape back into Yakubachi.
Okay.
And I will use a second level spell to summon a beast of the land right in front of these guys.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just do this, and then Yakubachi's going to once I get him out here, he's gonna close that door.
Close that door. Oh, okay.
And at the end of his turn, our boy is going to start biting.
Fair enough.
An 11.
Which? Oh my god, I have so many windows open. I'm sorry. Why did I close the blight? What was I thinking? An 11 does not hit,
Okay.
I'm afraid.
He's gonna stay right there, and I'm gonna have this door closed. Go ahead.
Okay. Narlook.
Guess I'm just gonna make my way over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And then dash and go back up the stairs.
Fair enough.
5, 10, 15. So what,
So
20,
it's
25
20.
puts me upstairs?
Actually, so you're going to bump into the back of them.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see through that wall or not, but basically you're like behind the bad
Bam.
guy.
All right. And
Um,
just
Marlon,
gonna
just go through that door.
You went up.
Oh, okay.
just gonna toll that first dude.
Okay.
So it's a DC 14 for him.
Do we know where that door goes?
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm afraid. What is this weird 20 and 1 combo today? I did crit the save. I'm afraid.
Hey.
Does he take 0 or does he take half?
So I think it's 0. Yeah, he takes 0.
One
Okay,
more
right,
level, and I
yes.
think it'll be half.
Resists your spell. Irvir, did you ask something there? I'm sorry.
Do we know where that door goes? That is a door right on the map,
The
right?
central door,
Basement?
you do not know. Nobody has opened that door
Okay.
yet. All right, we are back up to the Blight's turn. So I think they're just both gonna melee attack. One will swing on the beast. I assume a 9 does not hit. One will swing on Narlug. I assume a 21 does hit you.
Hell yeah, that hits.
All right. Cover your butt. Take 4 piercing damage, please.
Mr. President, Gnarlug's hit. Right in the butt cheek, dude.
As you are clawed in the left butt cheek, mortally wounded. However, the bad news is that up above you, Ayakobachi, you hear movement. I don't think you can see them yet, but it sounds to you like several heavier sets of footprints. You would think directly above where you're at. All right, we are to Rolmir again.
Okay.
And you did hear, I think you heard spellcasting from Narlug in this
I was gonna
case up
say,
here too.
I heard what's good.
Did I miss a turn?
Did you? No, you're.
You're
Didn't
next.
Before
Romir
Narlug.
hide?
Yeah, and
He
then
did
it
hide.
went straight to Narlug.
Weird. Okay, Irvir, go ahead and take a turn. I'm sorry.
I mean, if I'm next, it doesn't really matter.
No, it should have been the other way because you should have gone and then they would have gone. Maybe you can save the butt cheek. Go ahead and take your turn. I assume
and
you would have run
I
forward.
deleted myself off the thing on accident. I think I rolled like a.
Oh yeah.
Freaking shitty number.
Yeah, then since I can't see, and I guess
I think
Narla
you were an 8
book
if
it
I
up the
recall
stairs,
correctly.
so then I would have to dash to
Yeah.
catch up to where Narlug was.
Yes, but if you move there and end your turn, Need to make 2 wisdom saves. Roll me damage for your spirit
But
guardians.
I don't know that they're
doesn't
there, 'cause
matter.
I can't see them.
Yeah, but you're
But
still following
ro-
your boys.
You don't target them. They just follow you and hit everything within that bubble. So if you're just running after Narlug and Spirit Guardians is still active, you have line of effect and it just goes off. You don't have to know that they're there.
Right, but more so, I would want to keep moving because I don't know what
Oh.
I'm doing to help the party.
Fair. But either way, yes. So
I don't
fine,
even know
you
where
would,
this goes.
you would start your dash and head up. I'm pretty sure it was an 8, and I already added you back on.
Oh, you did? My
acrobacy.
bad.
Yeah, no, it's okay. So Arvir, you successfully scrape Narlug's butt cheek as time
Oh, look at that.
rewrites
Woo!
itself, and both of those needle blights explode into twigs. The other thing about movement upstairs does still occur, which means that Narlug, if you would like, you have 15 more feet of movement. You would be in that square.
That's fine by me.
Okay.
Narlug's posted up.
Okay. So perhaps butt unscratched, but as you are running up the stairs, those things just through the floor, ghostly skeletal hands gripping swords just right into them.
Damn!
Jump scare. Now Ralmir.
She's forbidden technique.
Okay.
And also Arvir, you'd probably be here.
I'm just gonna,
Actually, no, here.
I'm just gonna keep on going. Yeah, because as you said, there was stuff. Because what? Spiders upstairs, right?
Upstairs, yes. I don't know if you would hear from that far away, but you know that's where they were headed. So if you're chasing the pack, that's where they're going.
Can't see if there's anything. If there's anything else downstairs, or if I should just head upstairs. I'll just check downstairs. 5, 10, let's see. I'm just gonna dash. So.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so as long as you've got the count, that puts you there. Up.
Okay. There's a lot that shit here. Yeah. Okay. So everything's dead down here, right?
Basically, yes. And that door is currently closed because Akabachi closed it. But you could certainly very easily just open it.
So this does loop around to the.
It does.
Okay.
Okay. Open the door back up. Now, I think we're caught up to current. Temporal anomalies removed. Akabachi. Where did Ralmir go?
I'll trade places with you. He's underneath my.
Oh, okay. So he is.
I will look at Ralmir and just say, the beast has the scent of the hunt, and the dog. I'm just gonna be and he's gonna just run upstairs where he heard those footsteps, where I heard those footsteps.
Okay.
With the command of just attack the shit out of whatever is up there.
Does he follow normal rules of movement?
He has his own movement, but he goes after me. I will kind of go up there and just peek around the corner and see if I can see. I'm not going to expose myself. I'm just going to look really quick.
Oh, you're going to keep moving up those stairs.
I want to go to
okay,
I heard it above me, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
so you end up there.
Okay.
If you're in that square where you were just trying to go.
Okay, then I'm just going to take a peek and see if I see anybody coming down this hall.
Okay, so you do not, but you do see that the door here, not locked, is now open.
All right, and that's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm going to have Buddy, let's see. He can do this grotesque wolf with a piece of an ear missing. He is going to move 60. So yeah, if I do what's
okay,
5,
so he's going
10.
up 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there, and then you can finish moving. So that's
that'd be
20,
5, 6.
30.
Oh, yeah, duh. 35, 40, and
Yep.
that's
And now
exactly
you
what
can
he'll
see
be.
what's there.
And he'll just start
Now,
growling at him.
fair enough. What you see is a druid and then two larger plant creatures. They're like masses of slithering creeper vines.
Like the one we fought
Um,
before.
Yes. Oh no, not like the shambling mound. These stand upright and appear more humanoid, if that makes any sense. The others are like weird fucked up stick people. These seem to like mimic the appearance of a person. In fact, to the point where they have like indents where eyes would be and a mouth that actually seems like it moves. All right.
And that is for my
And
action.
actually, how do I do this? Zachy, how do I do it? Control Shift Z?
Yeah, Control Shift.
Z?
Yeah, it's Z is backwards. I think it's V is. Uh-oh. I think V is do.
Oh,
Yeah, there you
whoops.
go. Yeah, like, I think Z
Control.
is undo and V is the one that highlights.
No, that
Or is it Shift?
Shift Z? There we
you
go.
Yeah.
It'll look like that.
Gross. I don't like that.
Barely got a
Scary.
nose.
Okay. So, I moved the dog back by accident. He's gonna swipe at the druid, or
No, he's
is
not gonna
he?
swipe at all. He's out of. He dashed. So
Oh,
what I'm
right.
gonna try and do, and DM, I'm just gonna say what I want to do, and you can tell me how this is gonna
Please
play
do.
out. I want to cast Erupting Earth. Let's see. It's not the
Interesting.
ground though, so I don't know if that's technically ground. But I wanted to do it here because it's a 20-foot cube, and it's gonna make all the. But it's not. It's like balcony, so it's not really like Earth.
Oh, let me take a look.
Erupting balcony.
And if it's 20 feet in the air, the cube should still be able to hit it, even if it was from the ground, right?
It is 10
You
feet
know,
up, but I
what's
don't
a
want to hit
weird
Raumir
story?
either.
Yeah. So I just took a quick Google. It does not have to be natural Earth or anything. It just requires a flat horizontal surface.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna
it
angle
is
it.
erupting balcony.
I'm gonna do it so that I know that's 5 feet down. So I'm gonna go like, a little bit above me so that it just hits what's in front of me and not below me, so that Raumir and I saw them down there. So like centered like somewhere over like probably here. It could probably hit my own guy. I don't care. But like it's 20 feet, so I want to have it like maybe
I
50.
think it only goes up. You're choosing the point as the floor, and it explodes upward from there. It
Oh,
says a
okay.
fountain of erupting,
On the
blah
ground.
blah
Yeah,
blah.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay. Fuck.
I'm gonna
Okay.
cast it.
Dexterity saving throw DC 14. Jesus Christ. Stop bullying my dudes. Character sheet.
That's some good
Oh my
rolls.
god. For you, maybe. Right. Druid needs one. Hang on. We have no dice, please. Okay, so 22 is full. Yes, your beast takes 11. Fuck. Okay. This one only takes. And I suppose, do you share a vision component with the beast?
Let's see. I don't know exactly, but I mean, I'm kind of interchanging our turns already, which is kind of not as it's written.
That's okay.
Let me go for the beast for future reference.
No, because I think it specifies there. Creature is an ally to your blah blah blah. Obeys your verbal commands. No action required. Yeah, I don't think you share complicated information. Okay. Yeah. But please stop bullying me.
Right?
Ervir. Unless Ayakabashi has anything else.
No, that's it for me. I will go
I was
down
gonna
and
say that's.
I'll move a little bit and just say, it's a bit inaccessible up here, fellas. You might want to use the stairs in the main room. Millar's made a mess.
Malar has made a mess.
I don't like that.
Oh, wait, 20-foot cube centered in range. Okay, but it's... Oh, that's so weird.
Because it's 5 feet, but I thought, like, since they're probably 5 feet tall, like, it goes outwards. I don't know.
Hang on.
You tell me.
Powder of churned earth and stone, but also, like, are not ground to the right. But show me where you centered it.
I was going to put it, like, somewhere in the middle, so it's going to hit all... It's 20 feet, so... I guess if I did a square, it'd be something like, let's see, like there. I guess I have to do
Yeah.
farther down so it wouldn't hit me. Just no matter what, it's gonna hit me. I did it here though.
Yeah, that does not hit you.
So like that, and like that, and I mean, there's nothing to do there.
Go ahead and roll me a die of your choice. It does not matter, and choose even or odd.
I like that. I'm gonna do a D100 and I'm gonna choose odd. Damn. That's fair.
Okay.
Let me put that HP
So
back.
I need another couple saves. 14. Oh, you're so lucky. Okay. You notice that as the spell goes on, or I guess you don't really see it. Oh, never mind. Anybody in the main room, Ralmir, you do notice that a raven falls to the ground here, but does not seem to be dead. Just badly wounded. We'll mark it for you. Okay. Orvir.
I would like to start moving up the stairs, please. How much
Okay.
movement do I need?
I mean,
You could
15
just
gets you
slap me in
here.
the new... Okay. And then there's a Yakobachi in front of me.
No, that is Webworth
Right.
Webbington,
Who got left behind?
his little spider friend.
The 8th.
Yes.
Where's the bird?
Not here.
So 20. And then they're probably vaguely above me. The enemies,
Yes.
from what I could hear.
Yeah, I yelled
Yes.
down.
So then that'll be 25. Oh, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on the Raven.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
If he's at 0 HP, it's automatic max. Boop.
Oh. I thought only life domain clerics got that. That's pretty cool.
Is that,
All right.
is that a cleric thing?
Yeah.
It's a grave cleric thing.
Grave
But my
cleric
roll
and
was
life
also
domain
max.
cleric.
So honk.
Honk.
Right? Negate.
And
Um,
that's my bonus action. So then I will dash.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, I think, which is on this dead blight corpse, if that's up the stairs. And then, I don't know where I'm at now.
No, you're
Nope.
going up. Hang on. I lost track of you. So you're going back up the stairs. So this is 20.
So I was down and I ran
25.
up.
30 puts you on top of Ayakobachi. 35 is there. Look up.
Aha.
And I'll just let
Okay.
them know the beast saw something, but I don't know what. You know, I don't know exactly what's over there, but the beast definitely sees something. He growled.
So if this is 35, then I want to... But it's difficult terrain now in front of me, too?
Mhm.
Yes. The floor is fucked, would be the word, I believe, as it looks like something has just exploded from under the floorboards in this entire hallway. And I'm just going to mark, like, the approximate area that is just destroyed.
It's a hallway in front of me.
Yeah, all that is difficult terrain.
I'll take one more step then, I think.
You don't take damage, it's just double move to move through it.
Yeah. Maybe. So that'll put me at about Okay, yeah, I'll take one more step on in there.
Okay. Alrighty, Norlock. Get your cardio in.
Hit these stairs, boy.
All right, so are you going up?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now you're top part of the map.
Right.
And then if you don't dash, that's the extent of your movement, because this would be 35 for the first square.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here and not be the front line this time.
Memories of an alternate future where your left
Yeah,
butt cheek was
Narlug's like
mauled horribly
scratches his
flash
butt,
through
like,
your
huh?
mind. All right. We're back to them. Motherfucker, they're in the Spirit Guardians. Wisdom save.
Whee!
Okay, that's one save at least. Why? Give me damage, please.
I did.
Oh, so you did. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. One of the vine blights unravels into a mess of plants. The druid falls over, skewered through the face by a ghostly sword. The remaining vine blight, out of spite, just so you know, hangs on with 1 hit point. Anything else from you? No, that's my turn. He's going to, I guess, move. Hang on. Those to the map layer, so they're not in the way. He's going to move up to the beast. It's too dumb. It's going to take a swing. A 10 does not hit your beast, I
Nope,
assume.
13 is the number to beat.
Okay. Rolmir.
All right. Well,
As you see it, or the beast would see it, like extends a whole bunch of vines trying to wrap around it, and it's able to just dodge through a gap.
okay. Well, I'm gonna just go up these stairs. So 10, 20.
Romir's just like, where'd everybody go?
Right? Okay, so you
Um,
were here, so 5,
yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25. This is technically 35, but I assume you're going to dash.
Yeah, I'm dashing.
So then you're going up in increments of 10 now. So 45 is Ervier, 55 is the square past, and I think that's as far as you can get on, unless you take your action. Well, you can't double dash, right? Or can you?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if I can, because it's technically I might be able to as an action too. I actually don't know how that works.
Yeah, me neither. Can you double
Can
hide?
you bonus action
Hide
and
twice.
also regular action dash? Okay, you can.
Double
Oh my
hide.
god, you could.
So that puts you at
Hide and then
65 where
attack?
you currently are.
I mean, that could kind.
Little reach around.
Let's go like here. So if someone comes to attack, though, it's a flank though, so it's automatic advantage.
But you can't move through his square.
I can't.
But you could.
I did warn you guys to go to the middle staircase.
That is true, but
I
I
did
think
warn you.
stairs got lost in translation there because there are 2 sets of stairs. Yeah, so I think because you can't occupy the beast square, you're actually kind of stuck there.
Yeah.
One to the
Okay.
left. Yeah.
Well, a dash twice.
Don't.
So that's
Yeah, I think you've got this. Ayakobachi, take us home.
Yep, I guess the beast is gonna have to do his thing. Let's see.
The
I'm
beast.
gonna use my movement to go back downstairs and see if I can just get an angle on this guy.
Okay,
That's
so it's
5 feet.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then
And
sorry,
then
you
like
got 2
5, 6. Can I see him from here?
more. Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. I'm gonna throw a vine whip at him. I don't want to use any fire in this place.
Okay.
And where's Yakobachi?
Tim Whip and Nene.
right? Let's see, where are you, Thorn Whip? Shoot a bow out, try to grab him, and just rip him down.
Yep.
Oh, double
And
ones,
with
baby.
2 piercing damage, he comes apart at the seams again into just kind of like an explosion of ivy. And for now, it seems as though it's gone quiet in here.
I'll apologize for the crows. Sorry, Cortex. Sorry.
The one raven that was clipped pretty
raven.
badly, that Ervir was able to help, kind of shakes it off on the next round, is going to fly back up into the rafters. But yes, let's drop out of rounds. We can do a little bit of exploring here still.
Basement.
Right, there was a whole door down there.
That's right. I'm saying that anything could be on the other side of that door.
Even a basement.
Even another
Even a
con.
basement. It could even be a boat.
Still got the spirit guardians for like 9.5 more minutes, man.
Yeah, let's go make a move. I'm ready to go check out that door. I'm down here.
Okay.
And I have the beast come and follow me.
Beast.
I'm also going to cast Cure Wounds on it.
Okay. One raven that was clipped. You guys are heading for the basement? Go ahead and just move yourselves down there.
Okay.
And sounds like Realmer, are you doing something else or?
Nah, I just moved to the wrong spot. Where's the?
We're all going to the basement.
Yep.
Basement. Yeah. All right. W15. All right. So it is evident
Actually, I changed
to
my
you...
mind. I want to stop at the casks.
Okay.
I saw them pour shit in earlier.
You did.
I cannot remember where exactly. When was on the map?
Cure wounds for down, all the way down.
Down. Okay.
Can you guys not see across the lines? Is that what it is?
I can.
See it. I can see it though. I was just confused.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're gonna stop at the vats. We can deal with that first because they're all moving. What would you like to do?
I want to see if
And
my
actually,
spirit guardian
technically,
kills anything.
oh, I see. As far as you can
So I'd
tell,
stop at each of the vats to do that.
okay. Yes, as far as you can tell, at each of the remaining vats, there aren't any like gaps in them. And even if you like kind of knock on them, they sound like they're full of liquid. And in fact, right now, your spectral doom guides are just kind of wandering around on patrol and do not seem to be triggering to attack anything.
Also, since we're around, who has detect magic?
Me.
I see. Okay.
We can wait for our boy.
So, I would like to point out about this door. It is evident that this is a secret door. However, it looks as though recently it has been like forced open, and therefore there is currently like an actual visible outline of a door. Somebody had plastered over this to make it hard to find, but since it has been shoved open, the hidden nature of it has been broken for the time being.
Secrets.
Okay.
After however
So,
long, I'll join the rest of the party in the basement.
all right.
30 seconds.
Yeah, not long. And in fact, Ervir, if you were to, are you going to go through this door here, or are you going
Yeah,
down
that's
one
a
of the
new door.
stairs? Sure. Okay, so a dirty window in the south wall allows dim light to enter this room. Wine bottles appear to be manufactured here, as evidenced by the tools lying about. There's a wooden rack full of freshly blown glass bottles along the south wall. There's a hearth built into the southwest corner, and a barrel of sand stands next to it. A staircase descends further underground, and between it and the rack of bottles stands a barred door. That being that. Oh no, sorry, the one on the right, which is leads outside. But those stairs will lead you into the one sliver of darkness in the basement down here.
I guess I will unbar the door and then go down.
Okay, so you're gonna open the exterior door, or just like
Uh,
unlock it. The one
Yeah,
that leads
unlock
out.
it.
Okay. All right. So, Orvir jump scare as you appear from that door.
I was behind the door the whole time.
I knew it.
It was me.
You found me. Perhaps the real treasure was the clerics we made along the way.
Well, since you're here, though, I got a favor to ask of you.
Don't ask me to break concentration.
Does the
You
tech
can
magic-
ask.
Does the tech
Yeah.
magic break concentration?
It's also concentration.
Does also concentration, and I'd probably want a ritual cast anyway instead of like a spell slot.
Yeah, that's true.
Depending on what it's for.
Well, yeah.
Check
What
out,
are you trying to figure out?
check out these vials
Ah.
that I
Oh,
told you,
yeah.
Druid.
The
That's
flask.
definitely magic. I don't even need to cast detect magic.
I mean, I've seen
Give
what.
me a Ralmir, because of your class, give me a medicine check.
Okay. Wisdom. I don't like this one.
I know. Not great, I'm afraid.
Yep.
But as you like
I'm
uncork one,
proficient in medicine. Can I help?
are not tied to poisons, but yes, go for it.
So then I give him advantage.
Yeah, so that will give him the 16. I think that makes sense. That works more for me, you giving the help action. And the 16 would be enough. As you uncork one, there's not really much of a scent so much as like, you pop it open and you're like, odorless. That's kind of weird and thick and syrupy. And you would probably take like one of your thieves' tools and something to kind of dip in there rather than sticking your finger in. But as you pull it out, you recognize this. There's well, certain seedier sorts that prefer assassination through poisoning. And this reminds you of some stuff you've seen on the streets before. This is definitely some sort of poison meant for consumption rather than contact. Not something you stab someone with, but something you slip into their drink, hoping that they drop dead at a later time.
Let's go be a lot of spell slots.
That could be because we still have to deal with all those other people too. Though it would be a shame if someone got slipped into their drink.
That is true.
May not be a bad idea to hold on to.
And since you have identified it, let me see where it is actually mentioned.
And perhaps the sneaky sort that you are.
You can
Slip it
note
into
this
a-
is not actually what they are, but it's the easiest analog. You can add 2 potion of poison to your inventory.
Me and the beast are gonna start sniffing around for any idea where these seeds might be, or where they could have been.
Okay. Is anybody interacting with the door? Just out of curiosity.
that I went through.
No, the one down here that people were asking about.
Oh, I thought that was this one.
Oh, yeah,
That's-
yeah. Sorry.
I meant this door too earlier. I didn't know there
fair
was a
enough.
hidden
There
door
is
here.
there is a hidden door. That's the one that has been plastered open and broken. Plastered over and broken, rather.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I didn't
Scope that
realize
shit
it was
out,
marked
man.
as secret.
Well, I'll be ready to knock a bow
Okay.
and not open the door. There you go.
Let Ghost open it.
Ghosts can't open the door.
I open it, but they breach and clear.
uh, it takes some effort, even with the seams having been broken, to push open this hidden door, and you are greeted by a blast of ice-cold air. A dark tunnel stretches away before you, and I'm afraid you cannot see further without a light source, Mr. Human.
I cast light on my sword.
Okay. As you move forward, let's see. You can see this is a narrow tunnel that extends about 15 feet ahead of you and opens up into what appears to be a rather natural-looking cave further in.
Oh, I want to stop and listen.
Okay. What's your passive?
My passive is 17.
As you step forward, let me take a look at the map real quick. All you hear is like a soft, how do I describe it? Like a scraping or a grinding. And as you go, that's unusual. You actually kind of more identify it as like, you've heard it through magic, rapid freezing and thawing occurring. Like the same kind of crackle as you might
Yeah.
hear as a spellcaster conjures a ray of frost.
I mean, if they've got a permanent fucking refrigerator down here through like a magical enchantment, that's crazy. But also, I need to know.
Pretty sick. Pretty sick.
Okay. As you step forward to that point,
And I assume I'd
you
at least look on the square in front of me before I took that step, but this actually gives me line of sight.
that is the first point where it becomes effective upon you, by design. Um, you step from cold to Arctic tundra in the winter within 5 feet there. Like there is a immediate threshold where it's even worse. And you and Ayagobachi both see the walls look like dirt at first, but what they actually are is they're covered in some sort of mold. And as you step forward, almost as though it's feeding on your body heat, it rapidly grows towards you. Not like enough to touch you, but like there is an immediate like 2 or 3 inches more on the walls than there were. I need a constitution saving throw from you as you feel the chill bite into your bones. All right, you will take half. Please take 8 cold damage. That was a really shit roll.
We gonna step back. Don't go in there. The chill of death is rife around the area.
Nature check from Ayakobachi and from you, Irvir.
I probably don't know shit. I am not proficient in nature.
You want
Yeah,
to make
no
a
shit.
okay a nature check? I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, please. It is a naturally occurring substance. All right. Ayakobachi, you are familiar with this. It was hard to spot in the dim light here, but this is brown mold. It's a bizarre plant. It feeds on warmth, drawing heat from anything around it. And you know that it is immune to fire. Anything that feeds it heat only makes it stronger.
I am going to look at the dog, and give it a command to go check that place out, sniff around, see if you find anything. Since
Okay,
you're a
the dog
spirit,
is a spirit.
right? So doesn't have any heat. And he's just gonna sniff
Okay.
around and look around and see if there's anything back here other than just mold.
Yeah. He can kind of, take a poke. And in fact, all that it seems, and you actually, I think with him investigating, in the corners, you see indications of long destroyed and in fact beginning to rot wooden oil lamps that presumably were used to feed this when it was brought in as spores.
Mm. No signs of digging or anything though.
Nope. This appears to be a naturally occurring cave that they built the winery over the top of.
I'll just have him, and I'll be like, What'd you see, boy?" And he'll just look all disappointed and sad because he didn't find anything. Like, no, it's okay. Not all hunts end in success, but
He tried.
we're quite fierce out there today, and I'll just pat him. Good boy pats.
Clever design, but we should not be here.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna be looking signs for these seeds, like where they might have been, where they might have been kept, if there's any type of magic in that area. For
I'm afraid you'd probably need a detect magic to pin that down. But if you are searching the basement, go and give me an investigation check, Rolmir, since I know you like
Alrighty.
that, and everybody can consider that a help.
yeah, go ahead. You're good at it.
Investigation.
21. So you do not see any signs of any unusual gems or jewels down here. You even kind of like make sure that these old casks here couldn't possibly have fit something that matches the fist-sized, gem description into them. Unfortunately, there does not appear to be anything down here in the basement of a magical nature, at least on first blush. But as noted, you do find the rack on the right currently still holds 40 bottles of wine. And as you are searching, you find that most of the smashed bottles, in fact, appear to be the really good stuff. So there's the Purple Grape Mash, which is the cheap wine, the Red Dragon Crush, which is the fancy wine that you guys have gotten to drink a couple times. And then it was mentioned by Danica a while back that Strahd only drinks the finest, which is the Champagne de l'Estompe. And that is what has been smashed. All of the really good, expensive wine that they are owed, or that they owe to Strahd in exchange.
Uh-oh.
Sabotage.
Anyone got mend?
You could mend the bottles.
No, like mends the liquid into his
I
mouth.
do have mend. I do have mend.
Mend that liquid into your mouth. Like, it can't go to waste.
All right, fuck it. We're gonna bonus action to harness my divine power, to spend my divinity to grab a second spell slot back.
Oh yeah, that's the thing you can
and
do.
It is a thing I can do. If I don't need to kill anything, might as well harness divine power. And then we're going to drop Spirit Guardians
Okay.
and apply Detect Magic and sweep the house. It's 30-foot radius out from me, so I have to make my way, but it lasts 10 minutes, so should be able to
All
make
right.
fairly good progress and quick work of it.
Yeah, we didn't really check the third floor very well, or some of the other rooms.
Let's see.
Yes, I'm not going to be investigating. I'm just going to be moving quickly to see if I can catch a magic source anywhere.
Yeah. You said Ervir to Geiger counter.
Correct.
So it is worth noting, who has the staff?
Me.
Okay. That is potently magical. Lights up like a Christmas tree under Detect Magic.
Narload, do you have Identify prepared?
Let me check. Yes. Yes, I do.
Consider it. If it's potent enough that it gets its own staff.
Oh yeah, we were gonna
When I wasn't
identify it after this.
You can do it
I
now
wasn't even
if you
talking
don't mind
about the
using
staff.
if you don't even mind using a spell slot. I mean, I'd like to know, but I don't mind waiting.
Well, because we also have a field of shit out there.
That is true.
Oh,
So if it's
It
going
is
to
a
be
level
useful for
one
that
You
shit,
guys
slot.
have about 10 minutes until it's time to
Skedaddle.
I'll pop a
skedoodle.
slot just to identify it real quick.
Yeah, I'll take
well,
it
there
out
should only
real
be a
carefully.
couple more patrols, right?
Yeah, to like get to the spot that we murdered that dude. We don't want him to get there before we do.
At least 4 more packs, but the thing is that I guess they're expected back by people who are dead, but all of the patrols will converge in about 10 minutes. So you might have multiple more druids, plus about 15 to 20 of the little guys, plus the hundreds of them that are out in the fields if everything gets alerted. But yeah, are you blowing Identify immediately, or are you going to wait and then ritual cast later?
I'm gonna blow it immediately.
Okay.
I'll hold it out.
Narlag, you focus, and you probe this staff with your arcane mind, and immediately you are flooded with knowledge. This is known as a Gulthias staff. This is made from the branches of a Gulthias tree, a particularly evil and corrupted act of necromantic and druidic magic. Like mentioned, it's a spongy black, gnarled bit of wood, and actually, even I think as you're kind of looking at it, you can see the dog, despite being a spirit, is unnerved by it. Let's see. You note that this thing definitely is a charge-bearing kind of magical item, and it has multiple abilities. You can wield it as a vampiric strike. It treats it as a magical quarterstaff. On a hit, it deals damage as normal, and you can expend a charge to regain a number of hit points equal to the damage dealt by the weapon. This causes it to bleed unsettlingly, and you have to succeed on a wisdom save or be affected with short-term madness every time you use this ability.
Oh yeah.
It has another property. While you are tuned to the staff, blights and other evil plant creatures don't regard you as hostile unless you harm them first. And it has a final property. If the staff is broken or burned to ashes, the wood releases a terrible inhuman scream that can be heard out to a range of 300 feet. All blights that hear the scream immediately wither and die.
I'm going to relay this information to the squad because that's very convenient.
How do we make a megaphone?
I don't even think we need it, man. We just go stand in the middle of the field.
300-foot radius is pretty big.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
no, you're strong. You could probably throw like a javelin in the middle of the thing, though, and then just
light it on fire, and someone just hit it with fire in midair. But
That's kind of
the
my thought,
problem is
too.
you'd need an hour to attune to it.
Not to break it.
Right, not to break it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when we break it, it
Good
does
aim.
that, right? Regardless.
Correct.
Yeah, we don't need. We can do that right now.
Yeah, we're just giving it a tactical nuke.
Oh, I got I mean, I think I have what if I do I have, because I got like some string and some pipe, and so I was like, what if we like make like a slingshot?
Well, if
Points
it's
for creativity.
string, then we have to make a makeshift bow, so we need something else to flex instead of the string.
We need something to flex. Get Narlock on that shit.
We got people. We could flex.
But yes, just to loop back to the detect magic, since we are running tight on time here.
Yes.
You sense that there were powerful auras stored down here, but they have since been taken elsewhere. And in fact, you feel, think like Witcher vision when you're following a scent trail. Heading,
gotta be.
yeah, winds howling. Heading up and then further south down towards the field.
And
To the other.
and
druid
although
fight.
I do want the staff, and I mean destroying it does make sense, but we have an escape route out of here. We could always, there could be something worse at the place we're going to, and we could use it
You
there
can
as
hold
well.
on to it. It does not have to be
Yeah.
used now.
But I like the idea of nuking 100 of these things at once, so.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
That's
it
pretty
feels
fun.
great.
But yeah, as for magical auras, actually, surprisingly, other than lingering up above you where that vat was, being used kind of as a holder for all of these things, and of
The
course,
silly
there's
voodoo man in a cask isn't giving me anything.
silly voodoo man in a cask.
Yeah, didn't she like?
Yeah, she was
That's how
making
she
another
makes
blight.
That's how she makes them, yeah.
Oh, I thought she dropped in a different one.
No. It's
Okay.
that's what they make them from. Like a
Yeah,
bundle
I
of
thought she had
twigs that looks
dropped
like a
it into a
person.
different a vat though. That okay? I didn't
Yeah,
realize
she
they
did.
all
She
were the
dropped it
same.
into the large vat. They were
Okay.
using it basically as a hive.
Yeah.
Also,
And the
um,
druids themselves are magical. Yes?
before we go, I want to take one of these bottles of wine.
Okay.
What were the ones that were? What were like the good ones that were still there?
So you have there are 40 bottles of the mid-tier wine, which is the Red Dragon Crush.
Can't remember. Is that what the? I can't
That's
remember.
yes, that is what the Vistani were drinking. If that's what you were about to ask.
Cause I was going to take one of those bottles though,
Okay.
poison it though,
Ah.
and give it to the walkers
Oh,
and swap it with one
clever
of
girl. Okay.
swap it with one of their bottles though, and then I would assume since Narlock knows mend though, if there's like a seal on it, they'll have him mend the seal.
Big brain.
Hell yeah.
Wine, Narlug, and the wax seal. Very clever, Rolmir. I like that. All right, so go ahead and mark off one of those bottles of poison,
Okay.
and you can put a poisoned bottle of wine in your inventory.
Okay.
And yes, very clever thinking with the mending, because these wine bottles are sealed with wax over the top of the cork.
Authentic.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Very clever. Okay,
Yeah, but
I
as
like
far as we
that.
really don't have the capacity to be bringing back a bunch of wine, but at least we got a lead on the seeds and
Mhm.
the nuke stick.
The
Stick.
We
nuke
do
stick.
still need to retake the winery.
Right.
Because if we leave, what happens?
You've cleared out the building for now, but yeah.
That's why we need to nuke them.
I think. Well, we still need to kind of explore the winery, but we're getting near the end of my time here, so I'm going to have one more thing happen here. You guys are kind of done with the basement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is just a small little flavor thing, but um, as you come back up to the main floor, that raven, and you can still see its feathers are kind of ruffled. I don't know if you can see that I just rolled, but will come down from the rafters and is bearing a small music box. And it will deposit it in front of you, Irvir, and kind of nudge it towards you with its beak across the floor.
I always forget it.
You do.
He will
You
bow.
forget the tune, but you don't forget that it does it.
Ah, he will bow.
Oh,
Thank you, feathered friend.
And it actually will like properly bow to you in return, and it even like kind of fluffs its wings out a little bit.
since it's like locked though, is there like would it be worth like trying to pick it?
That's like you can figure it out. It's not a complex
Okay.
lock. It's just like a latch, I think is how I interpret
It's
that.
like a music box, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a music box. Okay, I didn't know if it was like a music box though that had like a hidden like lock like compartment on there.
I suppose you could investigate deeper. I don't know. That's a trinket. That's all the
It's
info.
just okay. There's nothing
Yeah.
really that special about it. Okay.
Not to pull back the curtain too much, but yes, it's just a
Don't break
little
my music box.
inexpensive but unique
just
thing
be like,
that
let me take a
it
look.
gave as thanks.
Right.
Just assume it's smuggling something.
And you note that all of the ravens, other than that one as well, do offer you a collective nod to kind of the group. And they begin to slowly, kind of like maybe 5 or 10 at a time, take wing down through the room and out the way you guys came. And you find that they are heading vaguely northeast, away from the winery. which is kind of sort of back in the direction of either Valaki or the road in where you guys came, where that hunting camp was, where the Martikovs are staying. And yeah, very quickly the building empties out, leaving just all of you and a couple of vats of wine. Vera, I know you had intended to deal with that, and we can cover that at the start of next section.
I don't
We'll
have
make it...
purify food and drink prepared.
Oh,
so
you
it's
need
gonna.
to prepare it.
I need to know to warn the Martikovs that I'll take care of it when I can, but I got to sleep first.
Okay, so I'm going to at least put it in my notes so that if one of us forgets, it was stated clearly now that is the intent. That's not going to fly under the radar. And can prepare, purify food and drink after a rest. Okay. Good fight, guys. You really got the drop on me there, and holy shit, the positioning through the floor just multiple times fucked me.
Right? Tiny house.
That's
Like,
stealth is OP.
yes, stealth is very strong, but also 624 damage from a third level spell in one round is bananas.
Look, that's not me. That's the big man upstairs. Thank you,
Thanks to Calibor, Big K,
Big Daddy K.
Big Daddy K.
I just want to say, it's like after this game, it's like, how'd you do it? I believed in Calivor. He was there for me.
I just ran the ball.
I put all my faith in him, and he just returns it.
He gave me the strength I needed.
Amazing.
You know, just let him take the wheel. You know.
But yes, very well done, folks. That could have gone very sideways if it had not gone in the order that it did. For now, it seems to have reclaimed the winery. The question is, how do you hold it? But I think we will have to find that out next time.
Someone just runs out like an idiot to the front door screaming,
Right.
get all their attention, and then boom, just blow them up.
That could work. When is the next time? Does next week work for people?
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah,
I'll
it
be
should.
around.
Okay, I gotta do. I always forget to do this. Start event. And I have to end event. Event. New event. Okay, so just confirming that will be February 10th.
Yep.
Okay, normal time. Rod. Create. Copy. But yes, thank you for playing, everybody.
Thanks
Good
for
shit.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was a bit of a white knuckle ride, despite me getting absolutely